Hello.
Revelio.
Mind you don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't hurt. Hello. Mind you don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't half hurt.
Hello.
Oh, welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair from a Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncar fur? Duracell feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Duracells. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry on those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need.
What do you have for sale?
I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Hello there. Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Revelio. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio.
Hello there. Come on in. Plenty to look at here. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Revelio.
What will I do without her?
Hello. Is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious mooncalf biscuit. I tried to fight back, but I was no match.
I'm sorry about your...
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one at that. Oh, my poor biscuit.
Why do you suppose the poachers took Biscuit?
I have no idea. Mooncalf dung's highly valuable for fertilizing magical plants. Who knows what they'll do to her?
A mooncalf is an unusual pet.
She followed me one evening, wouldn't leave my side. Never thought I was one for a pet of any kind. Mooncalves are often thought of as silly, simple-minded creatures. I wouldn't trade her for a hippogriff or a hippopotamus, or even a goose that lays golden eggs.
I'll keep an eye out for your mooncalf, Garnuff.
How kind. If only all of Wizardkind was as gracious to goblins. If you do see her and can bring her safely home to me, do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are an unscrupulous lot.
I should try and rescue Garnuff's mooncalf. Sounds as if I'd need to head north to find those poachers. Revelio. Revelio.
Ah, hello. And how would one like to be styled today?
It was perfect for stargazing given.
Revelio.
So clear.
Incendio.
Via Animagi to register.
Do you think anyone has found every secret passage in Hogwarts? Wouldn't surprise me.
What do we have here? Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Leviosa! Revelio. Revelio.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
He seemed trustworthy. Difficult to know, really. But Sirona Ryan trusts him.
Well, that's something, I suppose. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm that he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
always save me more broken glasses than I care to carry.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Welcome. I'm Bernard Indiaye, and this is my shop. Is there anything I can help you with?
What do you have for sale?
A pleasure doing business with you. Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
Over here!
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all.
Just don't tell
The
us.
other way when they see me, humans do.
Revelio.
Absurd, isn't it? Ranrock wants us to find the child. But which child?
We could take every child we find to Ranrock. Eventually, we may get the right one.
Cool. Sounds like...
Free someone. Who's there? Someone there?
That does sound easy.
I will make you pay.
Incendio. Revelio.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit these around all day. I won't rest until... Put me down!
Revelio.
Up there. That's our way in.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the
I
country...
wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum?
Won't distract me! Death from above!
I'll make you wish you were back at school.
An intruder!
Hardly no.
Help! Don't think you're going to
Just you wait till I'm on solid ground! Not your best mutton, and it's button up there!
Might want to look up. Look what you've done. You paid for it.
You made a great mistake. Will you hold still? You're going to regret that.
And it's your freedom.
No more happy days for you.
That's proper football, that is.
Stop that right now. Done that for me. Knew you were
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I suppose that's the quick way down. Is there something to
Revelio.
those symbols on the walls?
There is. I've seen symbols like these before. I need to find all of them, then cast at them quickly in succession.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead. This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic, and have broken open some sort of container.
No! Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be!
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map chamber.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Revelio. I believe I need to proceed to the left here. But how? Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Perhaps I'm to hit the mark on the far wall. That sort of thing has repositioned the archways in the past. Revelio. There's a pillar here, but no ledge near it for me to grab onto. Wingardium Leviosa. Is it possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway? Revelio. 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 Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. What a relief. Revelio.
Must say I'm curious to hear of Isadore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
Revelio.
You're back. And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep this second artifact safe, as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing stand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well,
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed, I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Revelio.
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
I'd wager.
I have been asked to teach you the exploding charm, Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
been studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
Revelio.
I miss playing gobstones on the kitchen floor.
Can I help you?
I believe you can. I'm Sophronia, by the way, and I need help from someone who's at least a 5th year. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time, even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
She was just good at casting a spell. No wonder I've never heard of her.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said the single greatest Depulso master of all time. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, 3rd years aren't taught.
And you're a 3rd year, so...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
What ended up happening to Herodiana Byrne?
In her later years, she taught at Hogwarts, but only for a short while. Just long enough to build a secret hall, it appears. Then one day, she just disappeared. Some say she actually banished herself. No one knows for sure.
How did Herodiana Byrne become famous by casting Depulso?
She once saved orphans from a wild Graffhorn by banishing it over Stonehenge. That's on Salisbury Plain. She once banished a meddlesome dark wizard all the way to Durmstrang while she was in the Alps. That one may have been exaggerated, but lots of the stories about her certainly aren't.
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble.
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting. Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we? Revelio.
Is it possible you can come here?
Revelio.
Do you know how much distress you caused? Portraits have feelings too! It's taken hours to demoustache your Aunt Mildred. Oh, Merlin's blight child! Anyone would think you were half your age. Now, grow up!
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Revelio. Revelio. This must be the entrance to the Hall of Herodiana. Hall of Herodiana. Better go inside and find those puzzles. Revelio. Now to see if Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was. Revelio. Repulso. Accio. Repulso. That chest looks interesting. Places. That wasn't too hard. I wonder what's next. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo! Revelio. Incendio. Defendo. Places. Repulso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. The switch reset everything. Good to know. Revelio. Accio. Pulso. Accio. That's the last of them. I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Just one left. Revelio. Revelio.
Might as well be surrounded by Jarvies.
Alohomora.
143 staircases, and this is where they put me.
Revelio.
That youngin's now a thing to himself. Wonder she's not gobbled up by her own fangs and aliens. Still not stone off destroyed to be in the presence of such arrogance.
Revelio. Sophronia, I solved all the puzzles in the Hall of Herodiana.
Incredible! Then you found Herodiana's outfit. May I see it?
Of course, but not for free. That wasn't easy.
Of course, I'd pay anything. Oh, how grand! You'll look as majestic as Herodiana herself, the greatest Depulso master of all time. You're my second favorite hero!
Alohomora. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Bardo of Beaumont should have returned by now, had by dark wizards he
Alohomora. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio. I should investigate.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
You're back! Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Knowing our meet, he's likely studied here.
Is that you, Roylance?
Just
Levioso! 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 Crucio! Levioso! Confringo!
Incendio! Crucio! This must be Tob's cave. I suppose I should head inside. Incendio! Revelio. Tob's master is awful. Tobbs? Tobbs? Deke sent me. Are you in here? Incendio! Bingo! Stupefy! Lumos. Incendio! Revelio. Incendio! Incendio! Revelio. It looks as if Tob was here some time ago. He must have headed deeper into the cave. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Stupefy. Defendo. Stupefy. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Incendio! Confringo! That didn't sound particularly reassuring. Incendio! Revelio. Confringo. There's a victory that came none too soon. told you're a deadly great spider. Lumos. Confringo. Revelio. Incendio! Revelio! Incendio! Revelio! Incendio! Confringo! Oh no. I have a feeling that house elf is Tobbs. Poor Tobbs. Left here alone with the spiders. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Incendio! Repulso! That table looks familiar. Seems I'm back at the entrance to the cave. Revelio.
You! What do you think you're doing? Oh, still, you little weasel! Marvelous strike!
Glacius! Incendio! Revelio!
Sold some baby nifflers the other day. Fetched a small fortune. You always get more when they're small.
Someone's going to regret trespassing. What was that?
Someone... For Tiger! Reductor! Expulsor! I think that one hurt. Reductor! Expulsor! Clumsy little fool! Reductor! Incendio!
Wait till Sebastian hears about this. An Ashwinder. Revelio. An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down. Ah, Upper Hogsford.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards, he was.
Excuse me, did you say something about a Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawklumps for me.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawklumps for me...
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors...
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of...
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts.
Oh, goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in?
Oh, of course. A few I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawklumps. I and the vendors I help.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
I couldn't help it over here. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. My brother Baldolf dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
How did your brother
Baldolf had spent the end when a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and in their anger they hurled him against a rock, and the moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day
You said Ranrock's loyal?
To the south, across the river. I won't go near them.
I am unfortunately quite familiar.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
Madame Beaumont.
Yes?
Mrs. Sprottle told me a little about your brother's disappearance.
Oh, dear Dorothy. She'd go looking for Bardolph herself if she could.
She mentioned dark magic, and even the Ashwinders.
Despite my repeated warnings, Bardolph's been experimenting with dark magic near the edge of the forest. I thought perhaps he'd get it out of his system and it would gradually stop. But then one day, he didn't come home.
Could Bardolph have...
No, he'd... That worries me almost more than his attempts at mastering dark magic.
Is there anything your brother took with him that might help to track him down?
Only his satchel, journal, and a woolen jumper I knitted for him.
I'll let you know if I see or hear anything about him.
Thank you. How kind. I'd be so grateful to learn where he is.
What do you have for sale?
Bardolph, where are you? I'll not give up hope. Marvellous. I could always use more of these. Thank you for passing through.
Seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
One less human to worry about. Stop it! Why is a grapple you? Afraid to fight? I won't rest. One less human to worry about. Such arrogance. Well, nice to stop by.
see myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. People work. Someone's here.
Someone thinks they can outlast me! No! Don't get accustomed to that! Stop it! Fight about as well as a pumpkin! How?
Expelliarmus!
You're really no! You will regret coming here. Such arrogance. One less. How nice of you to stop. I won't rest. Such arrogance. I'll get. How nice of you to stop. I will make you pay. You're like a clown bumble beneath mine. I won't rest. Why can't I hit you? I won't rest. Dead. No!
Incendio!
I will make you pay.
One countdown. One more to go. Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio.
Someone there?
When the war is over, goblins will rule over wizards at last.
What's that? Who's there?
Up for a bit of time, are we?
Arrogant child!
No, that's embarrassing, isn't it? Is that the best you...
You know nothing about Julie!
When are you going to get...
Someone's been taken out! No! You're not that for me! I hate that! I won't rest. How nice. Not quiet it. You will regret coming here.
Incendio!
Rather unwise coming back this way. I will... How childish! I won't rest. Dead.
What are you?
Oh, seems you're...
Stop it!
I'll get you. The move of a coward. It was only a matter of time. One less human to worry about. Someone's here. Who's that? Oh.
Incendio!
Your acrobatics will only be fun.
Incendio!
No! I was
well played. Incendio!
I won't rest until you're dead. There you are.
Stupefy! Both camps You've one less follower, Ranrock. Revelio. These rocks have seen better days.
It's been a pleasure. Oh, nothing like
Revelio. Wonder who lives here.
suffering, do you? You won't survive this, my young friend.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Is that Infurious wearing a woolly jumper? That must be Bardo's. Incendio! Bardo's woolen jumper. I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him. Revelio. An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers. A plan, something to do with him. This mentions Inferi, and something about it being Bardolph's turn next. Revelio. Confringo.
Quiet. Too quiet for me.
Incendio! Revelio. Are you in some sort of trouble?
Nearly attacked by wolves, I was. Only just escaped with my life. I need to be better prepared next time. Could use some thunder brew. I don't suppose a student like yourself would be in possession of such a thing?
You should be able to take care of yourself. I'm not giving you anything.
How cruel! Calling me a liar? I don't need the help of someone so rude. Better hope the wolves don't get you.
Still looking for that thunder brew?
No, Wait, did you find some?
Yes, I have some right here. Please, take it.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I feel better already just knowing I have some thunder brew on hand. Please take this as thanks for your generosity.
Revelio.
You've heard quite enough of our ranks. It seems you're the little sot that stays.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Oh, too hard. Oops. You may want to move. Device! How dare you! I'm scared of heights! Think you're clever. I don't...
The beast is safer now. But I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. Ah, that's all of my clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Lumos. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
I think I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Come now, don't be stingy.
Revelio.
Why, hello again! Come and listen. I've acquired what muggles call a lute. Marvelous, isn't it? Spare a canut, a sickle, a galleon? Very generous, thank you.
I do miss the bustle. Revelio. Poor customers. They to venture out. A little more.
I could handle another enchantment.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Incendio! Revelio. Incendio! Revelio.
This looks intriguing.
I do miss the bustle of business. Poor customers, afraid to venture out.
Hello, Madame Beaumont.
You cleared them out?
It was harrowing, and they dug it.
When my brother returns, this new... You saved our hamlet, my young. I fear for other hamlets.
What do you have for sale?
Thank you. Sincerely.
brother is all right. Madame Beaumont.
Oh, please tell me he's safe.
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an inferior.
What? But how could you possibly think that it...
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted. I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Revelio.
Incendio!
I swear, none of you would have a head left on your shoulders if you didn't have me keeping you in.
Incendio! Fringo! Revelio. Confringo! That's that. Settled. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Pardon me?
Hello, is there something I can help you with?
How do you do? I'm Satirissa Tugwood, and I have an exciting business proposition for you. Now, it may surprise you to learn that someone of my obvious esteemed lineage would be in business. But I only want to help the less fortunate.
How magnanimous.
Oh, there's more. You see, I've been experimenting with a new beauty cream. A cream that will rid our glorious school of the hideous, greasy pustules plaguing our poor pubescent classmates. But I've run out of the key ingredient. Boobatubers do grow in the Forbidden Forest, however. If only I could pay someone to collect a few for me.
What precisely are boobatubers?
Disgusting things, really. Covered in protrusions. One needs to squeeze them to collect the pus. They smell simply awful and seem to move on their own. Ugh, I wouldn't go near the things if it...
How on earth did you discover that boobatuber pus clears one's skin?
One cannot rely on spells for all appearance enhancements. The errant cast, for example, could relocate one's eyebrows entirely. My darling and now perpetually surprised-looking neighbour discovered that on her own. I am convinced that beauty potions are the future. I'm forever looking for ways to make this world a more beautiful place. I suspected that if pure boobatuber pus could cause boils, an altered form would likely reverse such abominations. And I was correct.
I can try and find some for you if I have the time.
Marvellous. I'd go myself, but I don't want to. I only need a few boobatubers, but they grow wild, so you'll have to look around. Our spotty classmates are counting on you, so you mustn't tarry.
Into the Forbidden Forest for boobatubers. I hope it's worth the risk. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from...
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Horklumps for her Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentioned Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when... I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle.
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. Especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand, and not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. Well, got me through.
I'm glad I could be of help.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters.
I'm back from the cave, Deke.
Wonderful. Deke hopes you gave Deke's best to Tobbs.
I'm sorry to tell you this, Deke, but Tobbs is gone. It seems he was unable to avoid the spiders in the end.
Oh my. Deke was afraid of this, alone in that cave for so long. Oh, poor Tobbs. Deke and Tobbs once shared the same master. When he died, we were separated. Deke always wished Tobbs had been sent to Hogwarts too. Deke feels lucky to serve such kind witches and wizards like you. Deke will miss his friend dearly, and will raise a glass to him with a heavy heart.
I'm truly sorry about your...
Thank you. You are very kind. Deke could use some time alone to think, if that's all right.